After landing Luka Doncic in Los Angeles in a blockbuster deal, it seems like the Lakers are not done, as we have a massive Lakers trade update as the team is now potentially pursuing an elite 3-and-D defender to pair with Luka Doncic, with LeBron James, and this Lakers roster. Welcome to the Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. I know many of you guys are probably new viewers, and we appreciate you tuning into our content, and that's probably why this number is a little bit high right now, is 86% of you guys watching our videos are not subscribed. So if you like what you're seeing, you're a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, or you're not, maybe you're Dallas Maverick fans moaning and trying to live the glory days of Luka Doncic before he heads off to the West Coast, stop what you're doing right now, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to get into today's video. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer. So, of course, the cat is out the bag. We know that Shams Charania and many reporters telling us that the Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to LA for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a 2029 first-round pick, and as well as some second-round picks, and Jalen Hood-Schifino going over to the Utah Jazz as that third-team party to help facilitate this trade. But we have another trade update that does not even directly involve Luka Doncic, and this is what we have here. So Keith Pompey, who covers the 76ers for the Philadelphia Inquirer, that's a very highly respectable newspaper publication there in Philadelphia. He says that the Lakers are exploring a potential trade for Caleb Martin of the 76ers. He wrote, quote, "Meanwhile, a source said the Lakers and Sacramento Kings are conducting due diligence on a potential trade for Caleb Martin." So, especially after not only trading Anthony Davis, but trading away Max Christie as well, who is a starting shooting guard for the Los Angeles Lakers this season, they now have another need for a defensive-minded 3-and-D type of guard on this roster. And, well, Caleb Martin can 100% fill that need for LA. This is what he's been doing for Philadelphia this year. I know that this is not a very good basketball team. The Sixers probably the most underwhelming, underachieving team in the NBA this year, but averaging 9 points a game while shooting almost 38% from the three-point line, 6'5". He's 29 years old as well, and this is one of the two twins. There's also Cody Martin as well, who plays for the Hornets. The Lakers have been rumored for him as well, but looking at Caleb Martin, he's probably a little bit better than his brother Cody, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. He's played really well, especially for the Miami Heat during that playoff run. I mean, you remember that series when they went to the NBA Finals against the Denver Nuggets? Well, in the Eastern Conference Finals, that was the Caleb Martin series, as he pretty much was like the MVP of that series against the Boston Celtics. And so it's pretty nuts to think that, you know, the Sixers are where they are. I definitely didn't think they'd be this bad, but this is a team that, after a bad season, might be more willing to sell at the deadline as they look toward finding new ways to help improve the roster going forward, or who even knows what direction Philadelphia is going in at this point. But the point being is that Caleb Martin is someone that teams are calling on, and that includes the Los Angeles Lakers. After trading away, honestly, more specifically, Max Christie, you need to surround LeBron James and Luka Doncic with 3-and-D players that can get the job done, and Caleb Martin can certainly do that. And on top of that, too, guys, let's get into this point, too. How can the Lakers get this done and land Cody Martin in LA? Let's look at the contract he's currently on here. This offseason signed about if we do the math real quick here, about a $50-ish million deal. Or excuse me, that's not even that much money. Like a $32-ish million deal to go to the Philadelphia 76ers here. And by the end of his deal, he has a player option here, but he's under contract here for not only this season, but the next 3 seasons as well. Who knows if the 76ers want to commit to that, as Joel Embiid's health is now in question. So is Paul George's. I mean, Tyrese Maxey's a good young player, but again, he's young. Caleb Martin, this was someone that they brought in to win now. And the Los Angeles Lakers, now that they know for a fact that Luka Doncic is going to be your franchise player, hopefully for the next decade for Los Angeles, now it's time to surround him with pieces that work. And with Dallas Mavericks, they may have messed up trading him, but they didn't mess up building the right team around him. They got guys who play above the rim as centers, as well as 3-and-D players that are very switchable, defensive-minded players that can hit the 3 ball. And those are the type of players that J.J. Redick wants. That's why they traded for a former teammate of Luka Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith, and brought him to Los Angeles. And he's really helped and was a big reason why the Lakers really effed up the Knicks' game plan in that game in Madison Square Garden, which I was at. They kept leaving Dorian Finney-Smith open as, I'm going to get a little technical in my basketball terms here, as they kept dropping back on LeBron James to defend him from the paint. And as a result, Dorian Finney-Smith was getting wide open, top of the key shots, which he shoots over 40% from three. Caleb Martin can give you that same type of ability, too. Not as good of a shooter as DFS, but a really good rotation player who could potentially start for you or come off the bench for Los Angeles and be a really key cog, whether LeBron and Luka Doncic are there or even just Luka Doncic down the road here. And again, guys, we're going to give you so much coverage surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here. We cover everything. Obviously, the big talk of discussion is, of course, Luka Doncic coming to the Los Angeles Lakers. And let me know down below, guys, what you think of Luka being in LA. How many MVPs do you think he's going to win? How many championships do you think he's going to win here in LA? Maybe your answer is 0. I mean, I'm not sure. And also, losing Anthony Davis, that does suck. It obviously sucks losing Max Christie as well, a really good young player who is really kind of finding his rhythm and would have been the perfect fit next to Luka Doncic here. But I will say this, as much as I love Max Christie, people are calling us like Max Christie Digest because we talk about him so much. And I guess we're not going to talk about him as much anymore here. But one thing I will say, though, he's a replaceable guy. You do not find Luka Doncic's growing on trees. This is someone who, if you have an opportunity to take that shot and give credit to Pelinka, he did it. You bring in Luka Doncic. And he is perhaps won over many Laker fans now. And they're still going to need to find a rim protector here. But getting someone like Caleb Martin as well, who will be under contract for the next 2, maybe 3 years if he opts into his player option, or just having a nice piece. And what would it take? Probably someone like Gabe Vincent. The Lakers still have a first-round pick. They still have a second-round pick in order to make it done. The Lakers also being a first-apron salary cap team, they have to give up more salary cap than they are giving up or they are getting back in return. And so Gabe Vincent makes $11 million a year. He's on an expiring contract next season. Perhaps the Sixers take that. And he's been a good player. But now bringing in Luka Doncic, you got him, LeBron, and you also now have Austin Reaves to handle the basketball. Perhaps having Gabe Vincent isn't as important, and bringing in someone like Caleb Martin who has better size and, is as good perhaps of a shooter as Gabe Vincent could potentially be the move for the Los Angeles Lakers. But guys, I'm going to say here one more time as well. We actually just hit 6,000 subscribers at the recording of this video. So shout out to you guys for all the support. Who knows where we'll be at by the time this actually comes out. But again, guys, 86% of you guys who are watching our content are not subscribed. So if you made it this far into the video, you're a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, or you just like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you a dime. And on top of that as well, it reaches platinum status. And we're getting a lot of subscribers now. But you can hop on this bandwagon now before it becomes too late, as we cover everything here surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers on Lakers Digest.